Yohag everybody, we're here at Preston Castle for a tour today. We're going to be walking through the various areas and exploring some of the history that exists here. And then part 2 is going to be my lovely mother and father exploring this spectacular place in a paranormal tour this evening once the sun has set and the goose are
flashlight. We're in here.
Mm-hmm. There's a second safe behind the safe. There's a safe behind the safe. So if you were to open the safe, it would be like a hidden compartment behind the safe.
Yeah.
That's intense.
Hall bathroom. This is my cup of tea.
See these?
Corbels.
And
those are made from a group of guys that they usually have a staff shop where they make the molds and then they throw the plaster into the molds. That's a specialty.
That's one of probably two areas that the porcelain tile still exists in the whole building. They chiseled that up too. You'll notice on all the fireplace mantles that 90% of it.
Really?
There's one upstairs in the family apartment that has about this much tile left.
Oh.
So you could actually see what it looked like back in those days.
Did people take the tile when they? Because I know I read that people just stripped it clean.
They did. That's why like all the wainscoting.
Yeah.
You'll see like in this room, they literally, and up on the second story where there's diamond shaped medallions, they actually chiseled it because it was embedded into the plaster. So they actually chiseled it out. We don't know if it stayed intact or not. And I just noticed today, I've been here 14 years, and I just realized they cut it off right here.
They cut 'em off.
Because I mean, if this is 10, 12 feet, but you have an 8 foot, I'm going to take a solid oak door and go cut it down to modify. If they didn't sell it off, a lot of the other Columbia State over in Sonora has some of the stuff.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Wow.
The spiral staircase that we'd like to have back is over at the firehouse that won't come back.
This is black.
Does it feel warm?
Stuff's messing with your electronics.
Already.
Good luck. Yeah, just continue.
I told you I felt something in that bathroom.
Well, when you go out into the exercise yard, go around to the in cove, there's a brick staircase that goes up, and there's a bunch of the kids that wrote their names, carved their names.
Oh, really?
My battery is always dying. They don't bother me anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I want time to do. I think I'm a correctional officer.
Yeah. Because you're here all the time talking to
I've been
people.
here 14 years and I've only been touched once. And
Really?
that was when I was on a tour. Well, when we were doing guided tours, I actually came.
Is it okay if I get you on phone?
Oh,
we have
yeah.
a YouTube channel, so we're doing this for you.
Oh my God! I'm gonna be on a YouTube channel.
It's tiny, but it's
That's
growing.
cool though.
But so
yeah,
you
I
have
was
in
on a
touch?
tour here back in, was it 2009? And up in the apartments upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
It was like a cobweb feeling. So.
Oh, wow. Well, my husband and I are coming back tonight for the paranormal tour. So
Oh, is it with Chris and Lizzie? Or
I have
you don't
no
know?
idea. It opened up and I jumped on it. So
Yes.
When I get into I got right in here. I mean, why is it blinking black like that?
honey, I don't know. You just have to.
Tap the screen.
It
just keeps turning on.
keeps turning off. It just.
It didn't do that when you were using it, did it?
I've got chills all over my body right now. My hair, look at my hair sticking straight up. Look at that.
That's funny.
And now the back of my neck. Get the back of my neck.
Oh, you can totally see the hairs. That's
Holy
really funny.
crap.
When I said that,
Oh man.
no, this is.
This
Okay,
keeps going off.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Okay.
I've had supernatural things happen my whole life, but to be in a place and then just be like, I feel like I've dreamt of it
With the
before.
place. Yeah.
Oh, is this the elevator?
Yeah. It says there was no electricity. It called for an elevator. It was a water-driven elevator from the basement to the 4th floor.
Water driven?
Yep. And then it was using too much water, so they ended up making it a closet. It's gorgeous.
So this was the superintendent's apartment he lived in. And then when he moved out into the house they built down the road that you probably drove past, then they moved out.
The architecture and the windows are fun.
That's just water damage. They just tore off the floors. You can see up to the 4th floor when you go on the 2nd, you can see all the way down to the basement, except you have vertigo or 3 or 5 somewhere. Well, we know the 2nd floor you look down, and it gets a little dizzying sometimes. But yeah, that's just water damage. Did she go? Yeah, sorry. Oh, okay. She snuck past me. Any questions, anything?
Not necessarily. I mean, what part of this particular, you said that was the main
This,
one.
okay, this was an administration floor. This was
Okay.
offices.
Okay.
So, and then of course the dining room, the staff dining room.
Yeah.
So when you see the room down there that was furnished with like books and photograph, no, it was an office.
Okay. Okay.
But we just like to have things in the rooms because it looks better. But this was the superintendent's apartment till they built that big white house that you passed, the big
Right.
white brick. Yes, and all that, when he could look out, see them, and he had a little staircase that went downstairs that he didn't have to, right around the corner in that hallway, that he didn't have to go outside or anything to go out. You could see when you're in the intake room. That is like a representation, we just tore out the floor. This was a staff entrance, but we just tore out the floors and sent it out to do shoots into dumpsters. We're taking out over 100 dumpsters worth of debris. Yeah, be very careful on those.
The floors are so tall and they're built in between the floors.
Do it together.
We could. I was doing that with Mama downstairs. Down top of the show. On those 2 Saturdays, because I worked from early to late, it's hot. Those pocket doors would have been stolen, or excuse me, taken if it wasn't covered up. We found those doors after we moved a bunch of debris. For some reason, sometime during the institutional life, they sealed up those pocket doors. So that's why those are still there. Can you keep it?
Is yours working again?
Mm-hmm. It's gone off and on a couple of times.
The architecture is just
The transom windows.
amazing.
I love transom windows. I don't know why they don't build houses with them anymore.
It makes so
It
much
moves
sense.
The hot and cold around the house.
Yeah. But you still got privacy.
they hung up their clothes. And then they all dashed.
Going to be going to the basement soon.
They either sit on it, sit up or sit on it.
Bed after bed after bed in here.
Yeah.
And these are not original beds. Most of the furniture comes from movies or TV shows and things like that. Yeah, yeah. Oh, and the kids used to go up in the rafters and they would carve their names into the ceiling.
Oh, wow.
There's some over there that says Pez and Nim, and then there's some.
Bill, Almeida.
Yeah, you can see, they're all, you just kind of have to look, like right up there, there's some. I always tell myself I'm gonna get one of those little laser pointers done. I've never done it, I've been doing this for 10 years, and I've never done it. I think that would be cool. But Halloween is the best here. I think July. And you have to buy it online.
This is the
because
bathroom.
It sells out. And there's like 150 of us, and it's a blast. Yeah. It's the biggest thing we do for this business. 250,000.
Wow, that's awesome.
Just on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Doors that go out to the outside. The whole porch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Part of it was in the library.
Yeah.
The rest of it, yeah. Part of it was in the library, and that's the only part that's left, but it's wrapped around the porch. That's why those big old pictures are out there. Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
structurally speaking.
yeah.
That would be incredible.
And so that's why they have doors and stuff that go to the outside like that.
Yeah.
I think we should save some for the basement.
It's that.
So those, a lot of the kids that lived up in that floor worked in the administration, she said.
Yeah.
These are the yards out here.
Well, this is the infirmary.
And look at this one.
I'm going this way, Katie. This is obviously the infirmary.
It's weird having spent a lot of my life in hospitals and then seeing like old-fashioned hospitals. It's
Yeah.
like eerily creepy. Like if I were in a different time, this would have been the
Experience.
yeah. Like I mean, obviously because this is a
Well, yeah,
specific
this
and
is a-
specific, but which is funny because I checked this before I came.
Yeah, well,
My card is full now, and I know I did not film or take nearly enough photos for it to be full.
to be fun,
So I think I'm being told that I'm done filming today.
Big dolls. Took some pictures of those already, I was gonna put them on Facebook. The only thing that's original is the tile right there.
Oh, yeah.
And the fire escape. And that was a water-powered fire escape. You pulled on a lever and then you went shoosh.
You
And
got,
kids even in the 1960s would come and go shoosh. And they had to close it up.
Oh my
it's like a water slide.
Uh-huh. They tried using water here. I don't know why.
Yeah.
California's so dry. I don't
Yeah.
see that it would have been any less dry back in the day.
Yeah.
But they tried using the water for different things.
That'd be intense right now. I can't
Yeah.
imagine the water shoot.
kids
Like
like it.
they must have had.
Some,
I don't know how they did it
Wow.
myself, really.
because it kind of looks like it goes straight
It looks
down.
like it
It goes
goes.
straight down. It goes in a circle.
In a
Oh, it
circle.
does. Okay, okay, that makes a lot more
And you
sense.
were
I was
like,
wondering
keep it.
Yeah.
if it was straight down.
You getting flushed.
Oh, I see.
What
Okay.
is it?
It's a fire escape, like a water slide.
Oh, okay. You can kind of, if you look at the upper spot of it, you can kind of see the panels stacking down
Yeah.
around like a awkward spiral. But that's steep.
Yeah.
You see it on the.
Yeah.
You could stand in there and remove everything without getting wet. These things. Well, they're not original to the castle.
Okay, see this sink here? This is what they had at that
Yeah.
Loma Linda Hospital.
Maybe women have stalls.
Okay, see this? The one at Loma Linda had a bar around the bottom where you would tap it with your foot, you would bring the water out. When we were filming there, and everybody was like this here, and the water just started running for no reason. There was nobody there. And now it's an old people's home.
Yeah, but the old people where there's hauntings. That's a good idea.
They would be in process. There's the Winchester Mystery House, Stairway to Nowhere. But that did go up to the superintendent's house, or excuse me, superintendent's office. So, but that was boarded up 100 years ago. Wow. But the boys would in process here, they would go into the room, get their head shaved, strip, and then they would go into plunge bath to your left.
Oh,
And that was full of insecticide.
Why?
To kill lice.
It could be lye,
Yeah.
it could be sheep dip,
Oh, gosh.
crabs, lice, fleas, anything like that. Because remember, a lot of these kids were street kids. And again, their standards of cleanliness are not my standards of cleanliness. And there were a lot of these kids that may have never really had a bath before.
Yeah.
I mean, my family's from Eastern Kentucky, from Appalachia, and I have great uncles, even into the 60s. They didn't believe in bathing. It stripped your natural oils.
Right. I
You
mean,
know?
that makes a lot of sense considering the times and the different families and cultures that were here.
And then go over into that, there were showers on the other side. This is the kitchen I was talking about. This is the only kitchen for the castle. Wow. You know, I mean, it probably was going, sure, 24 hours a day for everybody that had to be. But there's that staircase that the boys would go up.
Oh, okay.
And then the dumbwaiter would be over there in that room.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes.
What a tiny kitchen considering how
Well,
many people they had to feed.
oh yeah, but like I said, it's probably going all the time.
Oh, I'm sure.
You had night people, you know, I mean, not many, but
And you've got dual. I mean, like my assumption is that the oven setup was similar to that.
probably they may have had something more industrial and
Right.
larger.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, because these are things that have been donated to us.
Right.
And then the refrigerator there with beehive on top, that actually works.
Oh
Oh my
I
goodness.
just bought that from the Bay Area last year.
Wow.
Somebody donated it. But
That is
yes, that was the
spectacular.
only kitchen.
This might be a random question you might not know, but what kind of meals do you think they would have been prepping in that like space? Even like hand pies, meat pie type of things? Do you think that would have been?
Well, they raised their own animals and everything, you know, so you always had fresh meat.
Right.
And be careful on that, because believe me, when I say watch out, I've gone sprawling all through this castle. You know, and they grew their own vegetables and things, so they probably, for the most part, ate fairly well.
Yeah. That would.
You know, it was probably kind of boring in a way. I mean, you know, you might have like oatmeal,
potatoes, leeks, oatmeal, the same.
you know, that kind of thing. Oh, yeah. But anyway, this had showers in it, and this is where, when they came through, they would shower off, and then they get issued their uniforms.
Okay.
Later on, when they were not doing that, then they made it the communications room.
There's something interesting and nifty about being kind of sunken in the ground and seeing right out to it. It's like.
I never thought about it, but
I like it. First of all, the temperature is almost immediately cooler.
oh,
Because
of
it's
course.
like
But
you're-
let me
you're
tell you
set
what it's like in the wintertime.
yeah.
It's a tomb down here.
I bet.
You know, the whole castle is cold, but this down here especially.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, are you okay?
Yep, yep, she's fine. Hon, just take the water.
If she needs.
Thank you. She's fine.
She is.
She has seizures.
No problem.
But they usually just fly away.
You okay? Okay. I have a granddaughter that has them too, so
Okay, great.
I got it. I just,
Big breath.
you need to sit and relax for a bit. Okay.
The spirits didn't want me to leave.
They're keeping you, they want you to leave. But, no. Like I said, I have a granddaughter who gets them, so I'm glad it was only a short and easy one. So I was just telling them about the gargoyle that's up there on the top left front. There used to be 4 of them. Oh, wow. But
Way up on top.
the other sandstone, that sandstone falls down.
Falls apart.
So that's the only one left. And there are 2 kinds of gargoyles. There's a true gargoyle, which is to leach rainwater away, and there's other ones that are just statues called grotesques, and those are just for decoration.
Interesting.
So then was this one a true gargoyle in the sense
That one
that
is
it
a
was
gargoyle.
rainwater?
They were 4 gargoyles.
So the water would drain
So the
out.
water would
It
go
usually
out.
comes out their mouth.
Yes. And there was money, pictures, newspapers, things like that, but the most exciting thing as far as the castle was concerned was that there was a good set of blueprints for the castle, and it's the only one set remaining.
That's very
And
cool.
they're in the archives in Sacramento. So in 1994, when they had the celebration, they buried another time capsule with things in it. 2094, when we have the pictures, newspapers, things like that, but the most exciting thing is probably
What did you think of the castle?
Interesting.
I gotta see what's in here. Oh, there's no way in. This building right here.
So you just finished the tour. What'd you
Wow.
think?
That was spectacular and fantastic, and the architecture is incredible.
It is
And
pretty amazing.
it has a very unique and interesting history when it comes to the different areas that are still up and running that you can walk through. The infirmary was quite fascinating.
Yeah. Well, did you get any vibes anywhere?
You know what's funny is for the most part I didn't get very many vibes. The main spot that I got, two places. One was the infirmary, and one was the shower room where the entry admittance area. When you first walk in, well, technically when they would have first walked in to the castle. That's kind of where I got the most feeling from anything. More so just the kind of overall sense of like what they would have been feeling had they just been dropped off and are checking in, you know what I mean? Kind of
Yeah.
the unsureness or the
Was that where the big dip tub was?
dip tub, yes, where the dip tub was. Yeah. I thought I saw a little boy about yay high with dark hair just go. And he was in a blue
Oh, really?
button up. Wow. No. Yeah. So I don't know.
Can you hold this for me? Well, that's interesting. So tonight, when Dad and I come back, we'll have
So
to.
yeah, if you keep
check
an eye
that
out,
spot
see
out.
if you see wave hi. They're very just hi, like oh, a visitor.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up the daytime portion.
Thank you
We'll
for
see
journeying with us at the Yohaga Adventures.
Yeah.
Sure, let's go with that. Thanks for joining us on our Yohaga adventures.